Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the World on Fire, aka Project Wingman. Um, Originally, this is going to be on the new PC, but I accidentally downloaded a mod that took away another mod, and I couldn't revert it even after purging everything. So I went back to the laptop, and everything seems to be going okay. Um, so, um, Project Wingman streams will be on the laptop from here on out. Um, for for today's stream, we're going to start the American aircraft run, which means that we're only allowed to use the following aircraft: the TF-4, the trainer, the FE-4, the FC-16, the FD-14, FE-18, FC-15, FS-15, and UF-22. Um, we're going to go ahead and do it on free mission so I can control everything. Um, we are going to do it on the hard this time because of all the mods. I would do it on Merc, but you don't get the boss warning siren from Monarch um, on Mercenary, so we're going to do it on hard. Hello, Chazaruni. Winged. Welcome to Strat. Let's see here. Should we do any modifiers? Glass cannon? No, I don't want to do glass cannon. Nor budget cuts. Not gonna matter. Ace training, sure, why not? Double time, no, I don't know if my laptop can handle it. Not budgets. We'll just do ace training. Alright, so number one. I'm not gonna recite this because I've already done it. Anyway, how is everybody? As for me, I'm okay. Big time corporate showed up today. Corporate from the home office. Out of state. So that was a thing. Black flag.
Our contract with this backwater place is just about to come to an end. And, well, thank God. I don't mind a tropical vacation every once in a while, but it's not very glamorous, considering we're here to work. Anyway, one last thing before the defense minister releases our contract, and we move on to bigger and better. Hitman team, you haven't gotten all that much airtime this deployment, so you're taking point with this operation.
Oh boy.
We have confirmed the location of the Burlock Privateer headquarters off the coast on the southwestern edge of the Jesta Island chain. They're a mercenary group like us who unfortunately have turned to outright piracy. According to surveillance data, we have determined that they are the culprit of the recent high-profile hijacking of the Federation-registered cargo ship May Lynx. The May Lynx is supposedly carrying volatile cargo belonging to the Federation's Department of Global Energy and Sustainability Office. Nothing specific from the Federation contact about the cargo, however, our orders are to retrieve it if possible, or to neutralize it if we can't. Attempts to negotiate for it have turned up with nothing, so we're going in.
Yeah.
Hitman Team, you are to approach the island from the south along with support and establish control over the area. Your objective is to eliminate any surrounding anti-air and resistance on the island. After that, secure an LZ for our operator group Ronin to ascertain the cargo. Once Ronin lands, maintain air superiority until the next stage of the operation is determined. Be aware that the Burlocks have other Merc pilots on tap, so enemy reinforcements could be a factor.
It will be.
Normally, we'd stay out of contact with any Federation-adjacent taskings. But this is the last thing we need to do for a current contract, so I'll let it slide. 2 birds with 1 stone. Easy enough, right? Now get to work. Dismissed.
All right. So, for this, we're going to go ahead and start with the TF4. The response rating of 2.4, max speed of 5,000, acceleration of 125, roll rate of 375, turn rate of 150, and a yaw rate of 30. I have no idea if those are accurate at all. It's also a 2-seater, so Prez will be joining us. But as you can see, we've already gotten some mods. I have the ability to put any weapon I want onto any aircraft. So, a lot of them. And the reload speed is super fast, and I never have to worry about ammo. That's why I bumped the difficulty up. But for this, even though it says 2 slots, we only really have 1. The second one. Then we'll go with MLA3. I also have the ability to put AOA on any aircraft. We're just going to do flares. And we'll take the second skin color. Again, mod for the Aces of Calamity mod, where it gets the strained real skin back. So let's go ahead and go. There we go. Okay.
This is the ever lovely airborne warning and control systems aircraft Galaxy. Hitman Team, get on the clock.
Hitman 3, comic punch again.
Hitman 2, copy you clear, Galaxy. You gotta let us loose. Just about, Diplomat. Hitman 1, take your flight on this vector till you start to see targets on the IFF. You are free to engage. Lead the way, Monarch.
Hey, Monarch, how about we watch this mission? I wouldn't mind staying a few more days out here.
I have you on record saying that, Prez.
Don't be a snitch again, Galaxy. Hitman 1, Monarch and Prez, ready to roll?
All cog, we're engaged. Rack 'em up and knock 'em down. Get the speedboats rolling. We have attackers inbound.
Technically, I'm in this.
Piss off. This is our reaction. Galaxy. Fox 3! Fox 3!
I've got a good tone. This is shutout.
Yeah, the last time we played we were doing Soviet aircraft. And while I do like some of the Russian aircraft, like the MiG-29, and I do like the flankers, at least in this game for sure, the American.
I've got a good tone on him. I'm moving to engage.
This is shutout.
the first mission.
Containment chamber. Reading says it's unstacked. That bodes well. Copy, Roden. How much is present? Enough to keep an airship powered for the year, according to our sensors. It's not anything we'll carry out of here. Right, one moment. Putting the contact on the line. Clean the scene. Everything you've witnessed is confidential by Federation decree. Destroy it. Copy that. Ronin, exfiltrate. You heard that, Monarch? Highlighting a new target on your IFF. Blow it when they're out. Where are you, Galaxy? You're clear, man. Missile is on the way. Oh shit! What the hell?
Whoa! I felt that on my teeth. Oh, damn, Monarch.
What did I do? I didn't do shit, Prez.
Objectives complete, Hitman. RTB.
I just blew up when it told me to.
Think the water's still alright? We've still got sunshine by the time we RTB.
Just drop out and become a server or something, you bum.
Oh yeah, me, you, and Flight Lead here just running a little beach ball in a gentrified resort built from our blood money. Sound good, Monarch? Hold that thought. We've got inbound from due north. Same bearing as before. Fighters approaching the flight to your direct south. Flash item, and we will flag it as hostiles. Easy, easy. Flashing IFF. We're just the help, and by the looks of it, late to the Burlock posse.
Just a little
You
bit.
hired by those wrecks in the fort, bud? Past tense now, I guess. We've got no beef with you. It's your business. I'm sure you guys understand. Put me on, Galaxy. This is Assassin 1, call sign Kaiser. I'm the leader of the Sicario Mercenary Corps. We do understand your situation. Sorry about losing your revenue stream, gentlemen. But you know how this business goes. Don't sweat it. We're about to break off and go west anyway, towards Cascadia.
Cascadia.
Yeah, haven't you heard? Civil war against the Federation. Some rogue Cascadian ambassador's been island hopping, dropping off contracts and information all day. Yeah, rebels need mercs, and I need a job. Master Goose 1, out. You see, that's a team name that sounds fun to have. Right, boss?
No, it's not. Master Goose sounds
Civil
stupid.
war in Cascadia? Interesting.
The money came through from this contract, and our opportunities in this region have just about dried up. If no one objects, and your contract with Sicario is still in effect, pack your bags. I looked a little into the Cascadian situation, and I believe we'll make a little something of ourselves
Hunting the
there.
president gets hey Cross, I don't think I have the Prez in every or the Prez Everywhere mod installed this time, because when I had to go back and forth between machines, some mods got knocked loose, and I don't remember which ones came back. But we'll figure it out. On to Frontiers. I think that's also the only time we're flying the TF4.
Sicario is moving west, ladies and gents. Information coming out of country has been spotty, but, well, let's just say there's a demand
Well,
for
like
people
I
above
said
there.
earlier, I was gonna play
Federation's
this
been
on
eyeing
the
a
new
takeover of
machine,
Cascadia's resources
but I
for
loaded in the
years, as far as I
XO2,
remember. And it seems the
and that
Cascadians
took
were
away
going
the
to take the
overpowered
line
weapons.
down, based on what
So
info
I
had leaked
scrapped
out.
the XO2,
For those of you who don't know, Cascadia
But it was
is a
still
nation
there.
along North America's western
I
seaboard,
couldn't get rid of it.
one of the largest on Earth, one of
So
the most
I
prosperous due to its abundant natural resources
purged
and geothermal energy deposits.
everything from the new machine.
I've never
Went
been,
back to the
but I hear
laptop.
it's beautiful.
And the X2 wasn't there, so I
Country
just
with limitless energy at its
tried to load
fingertips.
everything else.
I know some
back
of us who were born out here in the periphery
Um,
can't even imagine it.
the way it
but I'm
was,
sure
but it
this
was-
hits closer to home for some
I
people.
don't.
Moving along. There's a communications blackout both in and out of the country. And as far as the international news goes, nothing is going on except a few riots. Based on the mercenary networks, however, that is a complete lie. A full-blown conflict is proceeding. We've reached out and were given a rendezvous by a Cascadian group called the Independence Force. The main anti-Federation group recognized
Oh
by the
yeah,
national
very good. I
government.
don't know what it did.
I presume the Federation.
I think
the
it has
borders
something
on
to do with
lockdown stop people like
Project
us from coming
Sicario
in.
merger,
So stay on our toes.
where
If we get
it will
found out by a
remember your
patrol,
mod load,
we'll send one of our flights off to take
and
care
as
of
long as it's active,
Sicario is moving northwest
You
towards
can't
a
get rid
rendezvous
of
point set by
mods.
Cascadia's Independence
so
Force.
it's like, oh, great.
We don't expect any heavy resistance given our route of ingress. However, each of our fighter groups will be pulling shifts to preserve fuel and ammo. Hitman team, you will be responsible for the last leg of the journey, which will take us over into Cascadia proper. Be prepared to intercept border patrols.
I know some of you might not be too enthused to be fighting the Federation, so I invite you to leave with what you have of your contract. You'd only slow us down.
All right. So let's. Oh, wrong mouse. Start mission. This time, according to my list, we're going with the FC-16. And again, we'll go with the MLA-3s. Go that color. Should we go with the AOA limiter? Anyway, the FC-16 has a response rating of 2.5, max speed of 5,000, acceleration of 150, roll rate of 315, turn rate of 170, and yaw rate of 45. It actually does have 2 slots this time, but obviously thanks to mods, the weapon and ammo count is not accurate at all. Yeah, let's go ahead and go AOA just for shits and giggles. We can always go back to flares if that becomes a problem, becomes an issue. For those of you who weren't here at the beginning, we are doing this on hard with the ACE training modifier on because, well, you'll see why. They're ODMMs now. No, they're not. I just have a fuck ton.
All Sicario elements maintain bearing. We have interceptors coming up the rear. Hitman and AIM gun subplanes. Vector to intercept before they get close.
I have 30,000 standard missiles
Hitman 2.
and 60,000 MLA.
Let's see how much Federation planes put out.
Targeting system updated to lock on Federation.
Although the gun is
I've
unchanged.
had that program long before we thought about coming this way. Hitman team, you are cleared to engage. Alright, Monarch. I don't want to be the first to commit high treason, so on you. Positive tone.
No, I'm gonna run flares. Fuck this. We're already on mission 2, and I'm getting bombarded with enemy missiles. So yeah, we're going flares. What's wrong?
From what data we can gather, you're engaged with a private security corporation called Sicario. We need specifics, Command. It's a smaller-sized mercenary group that specializes in aerial operations, active along the periphery. Word's still combing through the records, but it's thin. We're not equipped to deal with them. Send reinforcements. Copy, stand by. Fox 2, good separation. Mercenaries, huh? I thought we read you all out after Oceana. Damn, we ran this down. We cannot let mercenaries caliber into Cascadia. Roger that. Moving to intercept.
High value target down. We got Galaxy?
We just lost contact with Blue Squadron's flight in this area. Destroyer Espadon, advise disengagement. We've got eyes on the perpetrators. We can take him. Escorts, roll into screening pattern Alpha. Bingo. Federation airship tagged and marked. MN team, this one's all yours. An airship doing intercepts. What the hell is the Federation so afraid of?
Logical deduction says it's us. Now buck up. We're taking this thing down.
Buck up, Buttercup.
Monarch missile away. Everyone for themselves. Enemies on my scope. Warning, missile inbound. Remember your training.
Flanker.
Guns, guns, guns. Monarch Fox 2.
There's that Buttercup.
Nice shooting, Monarch. Good to know we still know our way around a dogfight.
Guess we're in it now. Hey, Mick, you got any idea what the Federation is doing in Cascadia?
Not a clue.
Why the hell do you think I know? Hey, we've got a contact.
To approaching unidentified aircraft. When the night comes, how do we return home? By midnight's light. Confirmed. Welcome to Cascadia, Sicario. Follow us. We have a temporary landing strip set up for you mercenaries.
Hello, Red King. Welcome to Strip. Welcome to the American playthrough of Project Wingman. We are on hard difficulty because we are heavily modded.
Hunting today, Monarch?
As you can see, I'm carrying 30,000 standard missiles. So I bumped up the difficulty to hard to compensate. I would have gone mercenary, but the King's boss fight in Mercenary doesn't give you the boss warning siren for Monarch, so I said no. You're busy at work? Oh, I feel that. I was busy at work today too. Corporate from out of state showed up today, so everyone at work was running around like chicken with their head cut off.
Thanks to your efforts, Sicario was able to rendezvous with our contact and refuel for the mission ahead. You'll be heading back out within the hour, so stay on your toes, or else your time in Cascadia will be short-lived.
Alrighty. Next up, Mission 3, Frontiers. If I could grab the right mouse. Or not Frontiers, but Homestead.
Hello, Sicario. I'm Captain
I can read.
Griffiths, otherwise known as Stardust. From now on, I'll be your point of contact with the Cascadian Independence Force. I was a National Guard pilot when it all went down, and now I'm working with you. We're pressed for time, so listen up. Cascadia's prosperity, our natural bounty, has always gone to support the world. For the last few decades, we have done this by our partnership with the Pacific Federation, providing aid and infrastructure to the less fortunate internationally. The Federation, however, in recent years has used the resources we provided to forcefully expand by conquest and military strength. We could not let our cordium or geothermal deposits fuel this war machine. Cascadia as a nation sought independence from the Federation outright, in order to prevent the Federation from imperially expanding further. Unfortunately, they turned against us. They have seen fit to unify and federalize Cascadian infrastructure as a whole. When we resisted, they turned the country inside out. We refuse to let that stand. So, here's the plan for you mercenaries right now.
In northern Cascadia, Rosedower AFB was a joint base used by both the Cascadian National Guard and the Federation. When hostilities took off, however, the Federation seized the base from the National Guard. Your objective today is to take back the base into our hands. Hitman Team will lead aerial operations, wiping out any anti-air defenses. Circus, our transport aircraft carrying Sicario's airborne troop element, will then vector in and drop onto the base to secure it.
Take care not to damage the facilities too much during the attack. Sicario and other mercenary elements will be using this base afterwards. I'm sure you want to operate from an actual base anyway, as opposed to some dirt strip. So let's get rolling.
All right, so for this one, we're going to go ahead and take the full blown F4 Phantom. The response rating of 2.2, max speed of 5,000, I don't know the units, acceleration of 125, roll rate of 375, turn rate of 150, yaw rate of 30. So for this, we're going to take the RDBM, the MLG2, and the MLA3. We're not taking the AOA limiter, we're going to leave flares. Let's go ahead and copy that one. Mobius.
Monarch, get going.
And we're off. I love this mission. I used to farm this mission for credits a lot.
Rosedower AFB on the nose. Hitman, you're already warmed up, so you're back on point. Soften the place up, but try to keep the good stuff standing. Hitman Team, engage. Approaching Rose Tower. We got incoming from the south? Missile away.
Missile away.
Target destroyed. Enemy's got a bead on you, Monarch. Damn it, he's engaging me. I'll take care of this one. Enemy's locking on. Break. I've got a lock. Hitman 1, Fox 2. Engaging defensive. Lay your heads down. Hitman 1, locked on.
Good tone. Pull the trigger.
Sicario doesn't seem that bad. The hell are you talking about? They're taking all the dough. This is circus. We're in the DC, so get the hell out and take it out of the way. Fox 3. Go, go, go! Damn airstrip. I'm impressed with how many people stayed for this contract, boss. Especially since we're going up against the Federation. You should know after all this time with this galaxy. The bigger the foe, the bigger the story.
There he goes again.
I'm not in this for the money, remember? I'm here for history.
All the rest of us are here on binding contracts.
Where the hell have you been? We need support, now! This is Crosstalk Squadron, commencing intercept. Let's get these dogs off our lawns.
Ready to engage. Show me a fight.
We got European mercs crossing the border. There's no snap back. Missile on me. Hitman 1, locked on. Spot on support, Hitman team. Resistance is no factor. You already got the job, Sicario. Who are you trying to impress?
No, I'm not trying to impress anybody.
You get what you pay for. You think I could ask our riflemen to reserve a nice hangar space for us? You know, in exchange for our good work up here.
There was no such thing as nice this far north. You should know that.
I never flew in these skies like you did. Not like this. Airstrip is secured. Outside of the air defenses, there wasn't much else in terms of resistance. We're batting down prisoners and electronics, but you're good, boss. Excellent work today, Hitman. You get first pick for hangar and bunks. Hitman team, begin landing sequence. You lucky bastards. Rose hour is ours.
You make my job easy as usual, Monarch. Good show.
Oh, shut up, Stardust. And land.
Monarch, runway is clear. Bring it in.
Here we go. Homestead done.
It's rough around the edges, but as far as forward operating bases go, this isn't the worst we've been at. The base didn't sustain too much damage, and there's room enough for everyone, even the other freelance mercs.
The Independence Force of Cascadia is now the collection of true Cascadian sovereignty. And when the time comes, we'll see Cascadia rise to its own liberty without the Federation. I've been instructed by the remnants of our national government to be your liaison for the duration of your contract with us, of which we've sent to Kaiser for you to sign later. To be truthful, I don't agree with your way of life, but you've come to Cascadia to aid us, and for that, I can't complain. We'll pay you what you're due, as long as you give us your best.
Jesus.
Get settled in. We need you up in the air
Try
soon.
not to butter us up there, Stardust.
One last thing, everyone. We're going by our TAC names for the duration of this contract. I'm pretty sure my name is public domain in regards to Sicario. However, we've gone to great lengths to keep yours hidden. If you break it, it's on your ass. You know how bounty hunters are if they have a name. Dismissed.
Alright. Next. Onward to uphill every way. Moving right along. Although we're gonna slow down here pretty soon.
Listen up. We're about to get started. A lot of mercenaries from around the world have made their way into the country, as I'm sure you've seen. However, Sicario is currently one of the only groups that can throw around enough fighters to aid in the air war. Cascadia's National Guard was quickly scattered and taken out by Federation military forces when we originally tried to force them out of Cascadia. They came without mercy, eliminating more than 30% of our active forces. These last few weeks have been disastrous, and we're on the verge of capitulating into a full-blown guerrilla war. We'd like to avoid this, and because of that, Sicario will be deployed immediately to several of our units currently in need of support.
Hitman team, you will be deployed to an agricultural area to the south. One of the Independence Force's surviving battalions has been driven there by a Federation offensive. Presently, a collection of Allied officers preside over a rather notable amount of manpower. The Federation is currently engaged using air and ground units, so a multifaceted loadout is suggested. You might catch the Federation off guard, however, anticipate retaliation in short order. Launch and lift the siege. If that battalion falls, our forces won't have enough manpower or command to organize again.
Okay. So for this one, we're gonna follow Maverick's example and go with the FE-18. Has a response rate of 2.6, max speed of 6,000, acceleration of 162, roll rate of 315, turn rate of 190, and yaw rate of 45. For this, we're going to take the MLAG-2 and we're going to take the MLA-3. we go.
Right as far as the eye can see. Hey, Deb, you were the privileged kid. This place put on anything good?
It's been over 10 years, Meg, since we've been in Cascadia. I'd have no idea. Galaxy to Hitman team. I'm patching you through to the Independence Force comm frequency. Things are getting busy. You're free to engage any Federation signatures starting now. This is Charlie Elizabeth of the Independence Force. Come on this net. We need immediate fire support. Ground unit knocked out.
This is Hitman Team. The task recruits the Common Mercenary Corps receiving you. Hang tight. We're moving in at 5.
Mercenaries? Fine. Hitman, we're designating targets.
Hey,
over 2
Wild Boy,
miles.
beggars can't be choosers. Do you want to be saved or not?
Reinforcements we asked for. All con be advised. We have allied air support overhead. Lace targets as necessary for CAS. We're after we mercenaries. You complaining? We're about to be overrun. Those war junkies. How can we trust them? Cascadian hospitality.
I mean, you don't have to trust
Dust,
us.
I missed it.
As long as you pay us, that's all that matters.
Dust Mother.
There's this countrywide interference present. I can't really track anything outside of the immediate AO. Does anyone know what's up with that? That'd be a salon of communication around the Ator Desert down south. It's damn hard to keep any front stable without comms, I'll tell you that much. Guns. Last mag. Kenley, accept tips?
Felt
It'll
pretty
take more than that to
expensive.
convince me. Did any of our forces get a positive ident on that aircraft that broke our line? Affirmative. A crown. Mercenaries.
It's not a crown, it's an owl.
Hard copy. Issuing theater-wide alert. Mercenary forces are now in play by the rebels.
You knew that.
Hitman Team
You knew
RPG.
that
We're reporting
Frontiers.
similar successes up and down Cascadia.
If you
If
didn't,
Monarch
you
is
should have
ready
known
to
that
pulse
at
like
Rose
that,
Down.
We're gonna need a bigger offshore count. Us versus the Federation. Yep, that's what we're doing now. No big deal, right? Right?
Keep your nerves on you. Monarch seems to be playing out just fine. Ain't that right, Lead?
Well, Monarch's Monarch, and that's besides the point. We're home.
Don't get me wrong, I
It's been a
like this
decade,
game,
but we're back.
but
Fighting
anybody who
goddamn
says
New
the
World
writing
Order.
is better than Ace Combat is being disingenuous. There's so many plot holes in the writing.
Good
in this
job,
game.
Hitman Team.
It's a
General
fun
Elizabeth
game.
reports your tactical support
The
pretty much saved
mechanics
his
are
men,
fantastic,
and a
and there are a lot of
respectable
game
amount of
mechanics
firepower for the Independence
in this
Force.
game that I wish Ace
Combined with
Combat would
deployments
adopt,
by the rest of Sicario
like
and other mercenaries,
multiple special
we've been brought
weapons.
back from the brink and have stabilized our territory. Being able to maintain proper
Infinite
military
players, but
formation
have
and
them on
territory
cooldown.
means we'll be able to wage this war the right way. Stand by for further taskings and get some rest.
But the writing, I mean, it's not bad. It's just not as hype, or it's not as good as it was hyped up to be. All right, Sirens of Defeat, Presidia.
In truth, we didn't think we'd need you mercenaries at all. But unfortunately, what we hoped was going to be a relatively bloodless eviction of the Federation from our homeland has become an impossibility.
Presidia, Cascadia's capital, is falling. This afternoon, the first fully fledged Federation military units have come in from out of country to reinforce their garrisons here. Among them, a massive Federation naval fleet has secured a foothold in the capital. Independence Force Command planned this rebellion to have been timely enough to seize, hold, and place defensive positions in key territories within the country before their reinforcements came. Unfortunately, with the new wave of Federation reinforcements, Presidia's main urban centers have been lost, and we can't afford to lose any more manpower at the moment. A tactical retreat has been declared. Sicario, you, alongside other allied forces, will cover an immediate evacuation of our troops still holding out on the ground. By land, by air, and by sea, we are extracting from Presidia. Protect the evacuation moving out of the AO by raising hell and taking out any Federation
Raising hell.
units that
You
are
got
pressing
it.
on them. If we lose any more men, we might not be able to continue fighting against the Federation.
Presidia is where the fighting started in Cascadia. However, we refuse to have it be where it ends. Not like this. Hitman Team, we expect much of you in this coming time.
All right, so for this one, we're gonna use a fan favorite, the FD-14. All right, so we're gonna take RDBM and then MLA3s. And we've got the War Dog, the Federation stuff. Oh yeah, the specs. FD-14 spec has a response rating of 2.8, max speed of 7,000, acceleration of 188, roll rate of 270, turn rate of 175, and a yaw rate of 30. Got Cascading Green. FA-14 Rosgrees. FD-14 Rosgrees. Schnee. totally not irony. But we're gonna go with War Dog. Because Jolly Roger's supremacy. Okay, let's go ahead and check this off.
Presidia, on the nose, Sicario. Seems like the tactical retreat is in full swing. I could have lived my entire life within those city limits. Give me the sky any day. This is the evacuation defense units to anyone on this net. Please respond. We've had heavy attacks along our evacuation routes and are in need of immediate assistance. That's our number, Sicario. Let's get to business. Hitman team, Sicario is spread out over the AO, so you're our busybodies. I'm highlighting more distress calls, so hit them ASAP. Weather HQ advises that we do not pass into the port section of the city. The Federation has a battle group port there. I'm getting requests for air support all up and down the board. Hitman, I'm pinging the first for you now. Get there before the evacuation line gets cut. Are you sure you got the line of 100% clear? I don't want to waste cash on collateral. You do your job and I'll do mine, Hitman 2. Once we get the company set up, communications will open up for all of us. Reach out to who you need to. Might be the last goodbyes with you.
The first beginnings of the Presidia theme.
This is General Elizabeth. We'll be conducting the tactical retreat. All actions report to my call sign and we'll get you home safely.
He's got it.
Cross back shores if you have to. And if you have to abandon your vehicle, torch it.
I'm laughing at that.
Run any civilians to the underground. We'll pass them off to the Independence Force when we can. Ground asset knocked out. Remember, if you need sword choppers, the call sign is Chesterfield. The enemy is in a substantial area at the moment, so call them in as necessary. We have troops still left in the city, don't we? They stay behind to cover our retreat, so let's not waste their sacrifice.
Missile away! All lined up!
Exterminate with extreme prejudice. We can't allow any rebel to even think about returning. Loosen the OOD. We have reports of partisans among fighting forces. Exactly. Very sights. Confirmed. We have a lot of mercenary IFFs in the air. Some registered, some not. Border control is doing good work. Someone's got guns on me.
This is Surfside 30. What's the deal with these mercs? They're better than expected.
We're investigating now. Remain on station.
What do borders mean? What is an issue?
Civilians should be evacuated from the sector. Anyone out here should have no business being around. Free engagement.
It's time. Welcome to Strip.
Don't tell stories about this.
How you doing, Ross Riders? We're doing
Presidia.
a modded playthrough of Project Wingman, if you couldn't tell by the sheer number of missiles I have, and the fact that I'm
General Elizabeth.
present for well,
Basically, where we still have the air superiority. We're using this time to sabotage roads and waterways out of the city. Evacuation operations are going well.
to compensate, we are on hard difficulty with Ace training modifier on. But I figured that since I beat the entire game on the Xbox first, that I'm gonna have fun on the PC. But the theme for this run is American-made craft only.
We can't do anything for them. Tell them to dissipate and evacuate by any means possible. Tell them I'm sorry. Copy all.
We did a run a while ago where it was Soviet-made craft only, and that was kind of a pain because there's really only one good Soviet-made aircraft in this game. That's the well, take it back. There's two. There's the MiG-29 and the Su-25. I was thinking about going mercenary, but I like the boss warning siren for Monarch Kings, and you can only get that on hard or below. Yeah, the fulcrum in the front. I would consider the Nosferatu to be Soviet, but because it's based off the flanker. But I decided no super planes. And if you don't know what I mean by the Nosferatu, it's the project. PWMK1. I do not like the Phantom. I know a lot of people do, but I can't get over the fact that it got so many of our pilots killed in Vietnam because the stupid Air Force decided to send an interceptor as a dogfighter with no guns. So the Phantom's always left a bad taste in my mouth. Now, what I do like how it eventually got hit. It didn't start with it. But what I like about the Phantom in A7 is the fact that they in A7 they gave the Phantom primarily anti-ground weapons, which makes sense because it is a very capable strike bomber. I just wish instead of assassins they gave him sparrows, because the Phantom is also a very capable interceptor.
Monarch, good luck.
Just a shit dogfighter. And that's okay. We all love the A-10 despite the fact that the A-10 sucks at dogfighting. We love it because it can melt through tank armor like butter. Ow! Oh god. Here comes the harsh. Oh yeah, the F4 does have 3 slots, which is very valuable in early tier plane, especially since slot 3 has 4 hard points. But as soon as I got the MiG-29, I never looked back to the F4. And then once I got the F-15 series, I never looked back.
Stardust, Sicario has secured its area 7. That's the call. Stand by. Sicario, we have large contacts inbound. Looks like an airship
The
is
F-15
heading
is like
totally outgunned.
my favorite weapon or aircraft chassis. And a large part of that is due to Ace Combat 6 and Ace Combat 0. Primary craft are the F4, the SU-25, the F-14, and they're all just. So you just wanted a waifu, huh? I grew to appreciate the F-18 a lot more in A7. Because originally the F-18 in A6 was given shit for weapons. Oh yeah, you just want to talk about Wizzo. Wizzo grass, not waifu. Yeah, I do kind of wish that Ace Combat would have given you a talking Wizzo, but I do understand why they didn't do it. It would just be complicated. Now, they might do that in the next expansion. I mean, they do have to compete with Project Wingman. Oh, you've been spoiled on A7's plot. I'm sorry to hear that. A7 is a very fun game. It's my second favorite Ace Combat game. That's fair. There is a lot of plot in A7 that was had to be rewritten at the last minute. Although that's less the fault of Project Aces and more the fault of Bamco. Bamco wouldn't give them all the time, or they put them on a time crunch. Hopefully, Bamco doesn't do that this time. Yeah, Bamco. To be fair, though, Bamco is not as bad as other publishers. Electronic Arts. Ubisoft's also pretty bad. Active. Yep. Activision Blizzard. They're going for EA spot as most evil game developer. But if you like the plot and writing of Project Wingman, then it's about for A7 is about on the same level,
Thanks to you,
if not
casualties sustained
better,
during the retreat were
than
minimized.
Project Wingman.
We've lost
writing.
contact with our final units within Presidia, so we
If
can only assume the
Bamco
worst.
wasn't
Just have to
Bamco,
remember their sacrifice to
PA
cover our
was
escape.
able to
During
write
the
what they
evacuation, we
wanted,
airlifted some of our most experienced
we
fighters,
would have got
along with Federation defectors and civilians
PS2
who wanted to
trilogy
join
level
up with
writing.
us after seeing what the Federation did to Presidia.
But Bamco be Bam.
We're at the
Going
brink right
for-
now.
At
and
least
losing
EA
the
has done
capital
some
was a
positive
blow.
things.
But thanks to you, we can survive
Welcome,
this.
Mike.
Stand by for your next op orders.
Some accessibility tools they made when open source engineers had shelf case. If you had any regrets, you know it's a device. Oh, which game? You would have liked to gotten Assault Horizon. Assault Horizon can still be played. However, you either have to get the disc for the 360 or the PS3 and play it on original hardware legally. I'm sure you could sail the high seas and find it. I don't condone that, Twitch. I don't condone the high seas, but you can still play Assault Horizon on the 360 and PS3. You just have to get the physical disc. And as for Assault Horizon, I like Assault Horizon. It's not the best Ace Combat game, but it is a very good game. I don't mind dogfight mode. I like airstrike mode. But my biggest issue with dogfight mode is the scripted ones, where you have to go into dogfight mode in order to kill your target. That's what I didn't like. Oh yeah, Markov. Although, I will take Markov over Crimson One any day. Because while Crimson One's mechanically speaking fights are better, Markov's character writing is 100 times better than C1. At least C1 didn't. C1 did Cordium nuke the place. No PJ death threatening. I didn't find C1 interesting at all. I found him to be a psychopath without a cause. Oh yeah, Markov didn't. He tried. But we were given the ability to stop it. Um, but other enemy aces in Ace Combat who have tried to nuke the world, we were given the chance to stop it. Case in point, the ace that C1 was trying to be, Pixie. Pixie was still is one of the most well-written antagonists I've ever come across in a fighter jet game. And Zero is by far one of the best final boss fights ever. This twisted game needs to be reset. That's what V2 is for. All right, let's do Machine of the Mantle.
The Federation's interest in Cascadia has always been clear.
But
it's as clear today as it was when we went into an association
my biggest
with them
complaint
over half a century ago. Power.
Was
or
with C1
Cascadian interest of the core Federation states.
Lore-wise
because
is
of that, we know exactly
there's
how to
no
fight back.
Reason
Even though we've lost many key
or
territories
no
as
way
Federation forces
he
land in
survived
country, We have a
Mission
plan on how
18.
to cripple their advances.
There
and
was
make them
no ejection,
reevaluate their entire purpose here.
and his fighter crashed
Mercenary
through an
forces throughout
active
Cascadia
volcano.
are being tasked to attack geothermal processing and storage facilities as the Allied main force maintains our front line. By striking these targets, the Federation
How the
will have to
hell
direct forces otherwise concentrated on the
did
front line
C1
to defending these key resource
crawl
points.
from the burning
Hitman team
wreckage
Sicario will be tasked
of
to hit
his
separate facilities in the Yellowstone
SK-37
exclusion zone.
or
Your area of
VX-23,
operation will be one
whatever.
of the main storage facilities along the Apodoc
Find
fracture.
his way to
Fly in,
wherever the
destroy as much of the
Nosferatu
facility as you
was.
can.
Load
and
it up
RTB before
with
reinforcements
mini
respond
nukes.
en masse. It's
And then
suggested
just
that
go
we
on a
bring
rampage.
well-rounded loadout on this one.
The
Once
only
Federation knows what we're
reason
doing, they're going to be
why he
retaliating
was
hard.
there was so we could have a classic final boss fight. And the only reason why we weren't permitted to stop him nuking Presidia is because the writers were sadistic bastards and wanted to give us an unneeded player gut punch and blue ball the player. In the Decimator, I think is the canon name for the SK-37, but yeah, I get it. And the not wrap. It always feels like a Schroeder plot kind of thing. Well, I purposely headcanon Kings and everything after the enunciation or the announcement of the ceasefire in Presidia to be non-canon. Yeah, I know he's always the last one you shoot down, but I do believe in canon he's in a Decimator. But I consider Kings to be on par with, if anyone's played Ace Combat Zero, I consider that to be on par with the Gauntlet level, where Cypher takes on all the aces at once. It's non-canon. It's not the SK-37. Eh. I just don't like the VX-23 at all. It looks ugly as sin, which is why I replaced it with the UF-22. But yeah, see? UF-22. Oh yeah, Frontline 59, where they also mentioned Crimson and other Ace Heroes. Yeah. What the fuck is that? But for this one, we're going back to the F4. The UF-22 mod is basically just the VX-23. It just looks like the Raptor. But the slots are the same, the weapons are the same, the performance is the same. It's literally just the remodel. Should have been the yeah, it should have been the Raptor from the get-go. But it looks like the Raptor had an unholy matrimony bastard child with the J20, and I'm not a fan of the J20. I don't like how the wings are in the back. If the J20 and the F-22 had a one-night stand. Yeah. Alright. I mean, maybe it's my American bias showing through, but I'm not a fan of the Chinese planes. But anyway. For this one, we're actually, I skipped ahead. We need the F-15. We'll take the Yeah, I love the Eagle. Take the RDBM. And then, since we're going primarily into ground, MLAG2s. Let's remember some videos and their voices. And it was the S57 going on about thinking. Guys. Now for the F-15, or the SC-15 has a response rating of 2.5, max speed of 5,000, acceleration 162, roll rate of 255, turn rate of 190, yaw or 180, yaw rate of 45. Release the Eagle. We're gonna keep the flares. Let's see here. We can have the standard Monarch, the standard Federation, Cascadian Green. Fell in saying, at least the what? I've played F-59 because I also have this on the PlayStation. That's correct. As much as I criticize the writing of Project Wingman, I have supported the developers by buying it for all 3 platforms. Although, since I'm a streamer, I primarily got it on the PS5 strictly for Frontline 59, so I could stream it. Something came up? Alright. I will see you later then. Alright, we could do Comic, Cypher, Pixie, Trigger, but we're going with Talisman. Garuda. Alright. Isn't she pretty?
We've got alarms raising at every airbase within response range. You're on the clock, so make it snappy. Don't rush perfection, Galaxy. Especially when all you have to do is sit back and watch. Hey, babysitting is easy money. I'm not complaining. All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling. Anything and everything is free for the taking. Turn on the nose. Fox 2. Good zone, good zone.
Look at all that hardware.
We're getting reports from power plants up and down Cascadia. Small flights of aircraft.
Welcome back, Cross Riders.
Hitting the geothermal industry. How long was touching the front line so high? No one will slip
Yeah,
than it is to destroy Hitman 2.
I would love for F-59 to come to PC, so, you know, we can audit or use mods, because the final boss for F-59 is fucking bullshit. The computer is a cheating bastard, and that's even on easy.
Right on target.
Oh, the OST is bang.
Ground unit knocked out. Heads up. QRF has arrived. Fast movers. Now,
When I play ACR, I normally start Cypher out as a merc, and then by the end, he's a knight.
Galaxy, seriously on the reins?
well, you're definitely causing the most chaos out of all of them. Guns will
I don't remember him, but I've heard of him. World on Fire.
Start dropping the pressure on the cockpit. If the tanks go off, we need to make sure we are cooking bombs.
That's actually the name of the world for this.
If you want combat effect to get their units, start evacuating. No need to get killed like this. Monarch ready to fire. Because we're using it right
Which
now.
makes my inner pyro very happy.
Hitman 1 locked on.
Crystal
Monarch,
Kingdom
you're locked
denies
on.
the request. Oh yeah. I wouldn't even call Driver a hero. You feel like I mean, I wouldn't call him evil per se, especially depending upon player choice, but he is a loyal member of the Federation. And the Federation is evil. Let's not kid ourselves with moral ambiguity here. The Federation is fucking evil. Yeah, Driver is loyal. Oh yeah, Faust is much worse than Forrest.
Arrangement? Are you three making deals without my cut?
Don't get your pennies in a twist, Galaxy. It's nothing. Just top earner pays for dinner with all the extra dough. Only fair.
Faust is basically the writers of PW taking Torres and said, yeah, but what if we crank that to 11? I mean, Torres is fucking crazy because he spent a year trapped on on the bottom of the ocean in a submarine that only had enough food for 6 months. I wonder what happened to the other crew.
Missile is tracking. Monarch, the enemy's locking onto you. Fox 2.
Well, the thing is, Cross, they don't act, or PA wrote it really well. They just said he was trapped in underwater with his crew for a year. And then all they mentioned was the fact that his crew is about half the size of what it used to be. Or the crew that survived. So for anyone who's not familiar with how nuclear subs operate, they wouldn't know. But anyone who is familiar with them would go, oh shit, that explains so much.
Missile away, missile away. Take care of this one. Hitman 1 within gun range. I'm engaging. Confirmed enemy kill.
That's true. There's nothing scarier than a zealot.
Hitman 1's locked on.
Basically, how nuclear subs work is because they have nuclear reactors, they can stay out at sea almost indefinitely. They can support a desalination plant, so they can extract oxygen from the water, as well as they can extract salt from the water that surrounds it. So air and water is not a problem for a nuclear sub. The only limitation on how long a nuclear sub can stay out at sea is food, because they can't synthesize it. They have to bring it in. Well, yeah, among other supplies, but food is the big one. Well, technically there's two limiting factors. One is food, the other is the crew's own psyche. And the humans can't go for much more than 6 months in a confined space before going cuckoo. So combine those two factors together. Is it any wonder why Torres and his crew went off the deep end?
Hitman 1 locked on. Master on is on and good spin, good top ready.
They're in close formation. I'm gonna try and burst me. Yeah. Mobius one blowing up the Tanager didn't help.
Enemy penetrating the counter line. Guns, guns, guns.
What's even scarier than a zealot? A loyal zealot.
Missile shot off. Hitman 1 within gun range.
I actually like Faust's character better than Seajones.
Monarch locked on.
Because I think she was a little bit better written. And it was clear, or made clear, that Cascadia did not support and condone what she was doing. Both Stardust and Woodward were like, what the fuck are you doing?
Radar lock, take him down. Warning, missile inbound.
It's chance.
Hitman 1 locked on. Missile is on the way.
I think I've only completed Mission 6 of F-59
Ground unit destroyed.
twice. It is that bullshit.
Stacked up.
And it's not like I get shot down by enemy aircraft. It's I start to run out of missiles, and then I get rammed by the damn Roosevelt. because I can't fucking see.
Crimson Squadron's on station. Airwax, is this them? The mercenaries? Affirmative. Drive these mercenaries out of the airspace, Crimson One. Roger, tally ho. Let's chase these dogs off.
That's the famous Pia Subvertum. Yes, it is.
Got them pegged as Cascadian's message peacekeepers.
Freaking knew it. I'm out of here.
Yep, nope, I'm Winchester anyway. Let's go.
Here comes the Yellow Squadron. Caution, Crimson Squadron. Engagement not advised.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Fuck you, I got burst missiles.
Tracking. Tracking presumed flight lead.
Gotcha, bitch! Ah!
This is because of this bloodthirsty dog. We can.
Talisman doesn't run.
Seems like the rest of them ran with their tails stuck.
Not after Grace Maria.
Yeah, except for that one. He put up quite a fight, didn't he? He got lucky. Holy hell! You've chased
That
them
wasn't
off.
luck. That was
Mark,
skill.
RTB before they get any funny ideas.
At least that Yellow Squadron
What the
have
hell, Monarch?
yes.
Since when did
In
you
Ace
finally
4,
fight
when you first meet Yellow Squadron, they are invincible. Even if you're in the XO2, with QAMs, you cannot kill them. Alright, I think we'll do one more mission.
Hitman team, your efforts in this operation
And
was
that'll
certainly
be
commendable,
my least
if
favorite
not
mission.
by my mark. But the fact you garnered attention from the peacekeepers.
Because of all the damn fucking clouds.
Peacekeeping squadrons are called in by the Federation to absolutely lock down a nation from the sky. They are usually made up of decorated pilots and Federation devotees. Additionally, Crimson Squadron is the peacekeeping squadron specifically made to watch Cascadia. Their leader, Crimson One, has become something of a poster boy for the Federation Air Force, and it's not
Ooh,
without
3
merit.
pilots.
He's what many consider to be
Soleimani,
the
yeah,
top
mark
ace in
off.
the world, and we can only hope that their arrival in
Mihai.
the country doesn't disrupt further operations.
Here's the
In
thing.
any case, Sicario's strike against the
I'm a
geothermal facilities in the
big
country,
fan of Ace
coinciding
Combat.
with similar efforts
I
theater-wide,
don't
has
like
hastened the
Mihai.
Federation offensive, buying us time
He
to
has no
reorganize
honor.
and plan for the war forward.
Let's not waste this.
He's a horrible character. Not horribly written. He's just a horrible person. He has no empathy. Shows no outward signs of affection to his family. Is willing to plunge the world into a robot war just so he can keep flying and killing. And to top it off, in the first time we meet him, it Operation Dual Wielder, he deliberately murders 2 wounded airmen because they were free kills. Yeah, Brownie and Gargoyle 1. Granted, Skykeeper was an idiot and told them to engage after they were wounded. But a skilled pilot like Mihai would have known for a fact that they were wounded and would have been able to easily dodge them, elude them, and evade them so he could get on to his actual mission, which was to provide combat data for the drones. Instead, he took the cheap kills. Yeah. No. Mihai is not the player character as a mercenary in Zero. Cypher as mercenary is not as bad as Mihai is. Or at least sadistic. And I will go on record for that. Because at least Cypher put a stop to the end of the world. Mihai tried to bring it about. Cypher still knows what honor. Yeah, even mercenary Cypher will know what honor is. Putting it poorly. That's okay. I have trouble with words too. Mino speak. Mino speak sometimes, yes.
Monarch incoming.
Welcome to the
You're the
club,
only
Russ.
mercenary pilots on base at the moment, so this is your mission
We
effective
all
immediately.
speak no good here.
A few hours ago, the remnants of Cascadia's Coast Guard was able to board and raid a
Fuck
Federation
this
battleship,
mission and
which
its
ran a little too close to
goddamn
Cascadia's northern
clouds.
coasts. They have promptly christened it as the Eminent Domain. The Eminent Domain is a new battleship used by the Federation Navy. Equipped with top-of-the-line
I got what
armament
you meant,
and an
though.
electronic warfare suite, it stuffs most of the utility of an entire battle group into its hull. The Independence Force are deploying resupply and escort ships to them ASAP. However,
Now,
they need air support.
I honestly
We
don't
have the
know
means to
how
repair
the
it and gain
fuck
intelligence from disseminating whatever info we
Cascadia
can
got
from
their
its
hands on
computers,
the Eminent
but it is
Domain.
imperative that it is escorted
The
to safe
only
harbor
explanation
first.
I can come up with
Hitman,
is
take off immediately.
Woodworth is a
Dismissed.
fucking Giga Chad.
Even when I'm a mercenary, I still end up fishing. Come on, Monarch, let's go.
He literally just strode aboard the Eminent Domain and said, "This is mine now." And the feds are just like, "Okay." Oh, I don't feel bad for Mihai at all. Because even if he was being manipulated by Schroeder in the EASA, he still willingly and knowingly gave his flight data to the EASA, knowing that they would replicate it into drones so wars would have no end. Just so he could fly. And here's the thing. You can fly as a fucking civilian. Granted, it's a lot more expensive. But given his years of dedicated service to both the kingdom and the Federation of Aruja, I do not doubt that the King of Aruja would give him a civilian pilot's license as a thank you. Oh yeah, Schnee 1 is a perfect example. His time in the military was over, but he wanted to keep flying. So what does he do? He goes civilian. Schnee 1 is one of my favorite aces from Zero. Because he doesn't let the war get him down. He's excited to fly. He doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to fly. Yeah, Nagase being an astronaut. Yeah. Anyway. You know, I canonically think that Trigger in First Contact, I really do feel strong. I do. I get attached to my games. But I like, at least my headcanon is that in First Contact, as soon as Mihai shows up on the radar, Trigger goes berserker rage and just beelines for Mihai, target blinding everything else. And thank God for Tabloid coming in and being a Giga Chad and pulling off Soul 2 and 3 by himself so we could drive off behind. All right, wrong mouse. The thing about Pixie, though, was yeah, he wanted to end the world, but you could see that the war had broken him. After, or Pixie from Inferno onward is a broken man. He has nothing left to live for and hope for. And then a world with no boundaries, who have already been kind of talking with him, tell him, you know, if you lead this, we're going to wipe the slate clean so the next generation can live better lives. And at that point, he's like, that's better than what we got now. Because he's been so broken that he can't see what else. Or, can't see it getting better. Imagine Brownie's voice in Trigger's head as he's trying to keep himself from totally losing his mind to his anger. Yeah. Berserker Rage. If Trigger was a D&D class, he would be Barbarian. Anyway, we're going back to the FE4. I think this is the last time we use it. Yep. This is the last time we use the Phantom. I don't think Pixie was disturbed. Oh, wait, no, disturbed at his own actions. Yes, that I get what you're saying now. I agree. Pixie, after Zero, is extremely horrified and disturbed at what he almost did and what he did do. Which is why I think he started walking the earth. So he could, like he said, figure out what borders really mean. I'm also convinced that the reason why he's fighting against Free Aruja for ISAF in the final interview is because he wanted to meet Cypher again. And he knew a pilot like Cypher couldn't stay away from a war like the Yuzian Continental War. Now I have my own headcanon about Cypher's participation in the Yuzian Continental War. It is not canon at all. Well, what's your stupid fanfiction idea? I might actually have the same idea. Yeah, for the longest time, I actually believed wholeheartedly in this headcanon. Until Kono-san came out and said, yeah, no, it's not. And even then it's like, yeah, I understand that, but I still like it. And that during the lighthouse.
Alright, Galaxy, get on station. Wingman's down a pilot today, eh?
I'm sure to tell you by himself hitting more energy facilities with assassin and gun.
Oh, I know he is. Normally I'd be able to monitor
My headcanon
This damn comm jamming
is
really
that
for my capabilities.
um, Cypher and Mobius 1 are the same. It is non-canon. I understand that. Kono himself said that none of the protagonist cases are the same.
Anyway, heads up. This is a resupply ship court. We'll remain on station for the
But
domain to link up with us.
there's enough circumstantial evidence that you could say, sure, I could see it being true. But my headcanon is mercenary Cypher starts the Belkin War out at the oldest age 18. I actually think you could be probably more like 16, 17. He would be old enough after the Belkin War to enlist in ISIL, but still be young enough to be his own pilot. And as for the fact, why would he have an F4 when he's a rich mercenary? Well, yeah, but do you really think he kept all his millions? His blood money?
Think about how that makes the rest of the feds in the region look.
There's a reason why he disappeared after the Belkin War. Because in a way, it broke him too. But like I said, it's I understand it's not canon, so sorry if you're still watching, or if you're watching at all. It's just a headcanon. God, I hate this aircraft. Yep. That would be a break. Actually mind the nuking of, or the courtiuming of Prospero. That is important to the plot. It shows how far the Federation's going to go. And it proves that they are worse than Belka. But there is no need for the courtium nuking of Presidia at all. I will say that to my dying breath. I don't know if Crimson One had a mind to begin with. All we get from his character is that he's a fucking psychopath and he's a stalker. I mean, C1's obsession with Monarch makes Vegeta's obsession with Goku seem to be healthy.
This is the court. All hands, prepare for contact.
Russian eminent domain. This is combat flight hitman and AO. Coming to you feet wet. Stay status.
Control loud and clear, Hitman. This is the eminent domain. Are you all for support?
All the birds you got.
Hey, give me that.
Well, I think canonically, Monarch does just run in
And we graciously accept your help.
Machine the Mantle.
Our CIC will feature AWACS information for priority targets. Get going before we can be sunk before we can get back into it. We have surface contacts in front of us. Total enemy strength is now at 511. Good. Activate secondary guns and load the racks on all batteries.
I hate this mission. I can't fucking see. I wish there was a mod to take away the fucking clouds.
This isn't ideal.
No, it's not. I shouldn't be flying in the damn clouds.
Who's flying up top? Once that battleship goes down, we can refocus. Once that battleship
That's why I go after the aircraft first. Because that way I have reference to the ground. It's not that you hate yourself, it's that you enjoy suffering.
This is Captain Beret of the Federation Naval Group 10 in Feather Battleship.
Today's your birthday, Starsky? Nice! Congratulations! Happy birthday! Double time. Why would you do that to yourself, boss? All that in the Phantom. Why do you hate yourself? You do hate yourself. Easy one to see. Fair enough. I want to understand.
You should see the geothermal storms back in the Federation mainland.
Right, Monarch? Don't bother, Iconic. Nobody's in the zone right now.
2.0 beta builds AI is spotless, aggressive, and destructive.
Just got issues here. Ship's base size payout
By
low.
AI being ally. I hadn't actually noticed that, but we are not on the beta. This is before beta. Mainly so my mods. Felt mad when you were texting. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, the main thing I like about the beta, because I have played it on the PlayStation, is the bombs. You get more bombs, and they actually go where you want them to go.
Resupply ship, Court. We have visual. Court to the eminent domain. Link up with us and we'll get on out of here. Below that, we've got contacts Angels 9, inbound. These look like cruise missiles from the shore. Gear deployed. ASM inbound.
Break through the clouds already.
Moving to engage. Get the last support
Nope,
engines
I'm
ready.
going upside down.
Can't bet on Hitman getting a hold of them.
Shit.
They're diving from above the cloud
Fuck.
cover. Monarch, coming. Intercept. All it takes is one shot from these.
Last cannon, double time, 40 interference, F4 fan. Okay, you're a masochist. If you do that, both with Red Sea Mercenary. I mean, it'd probably be easier in the beta build because your bombs will actually work.
Incoming missile, chink. Hydraulics. Fox 2, Fox 2.
I've got a good tone.
Fox 2.
These missiles are so many and drag me back to the hospital. Yeah. Stop running.
Monarch Fox 2.
No shit, stall me.
Good tone.
Monarch was a shot.
It says by the Raspberries.
They're on us, Monarch. Break. Box 3.
Watch him fly.
Spam rams out.
Hitman 1. Splash 1.
Go for glass
Kill confirmed.
condition by the PS350. That one missing is death. Well, I don't play on Ace unless I'm doing it for content because I don't like. Real life is hard enough. I use video games as my escapism,
Monarch Fox 2.
and I prefer a power fantasy.
All threats eliminated and scopes are clear. Good stuff, Hitman. Thank you very much, Hitman. We'll raise hell in your name next time around.
So I don't play on Ace unless, like I said, I'm doing
Not too
content.
bad for just 2 aircrafts, huh, Monarch?
Hitman Team RTB.
Oh, I rage quit very easily. In fact, when I was streaming Ace Combat 5 on Ace difficulty, I almost rage quit. I also almost rage quit at Ace 6 when I was doing the Scarface challenge.
The eminent domain has made it to Allied
Scarface
waters
challenge
safe and
was
sound.
there's a
Its
DLC
repair and
aircraft
refit will
in
ensure that we have the advantage near the coast
Ace
and at
6
sea as
that has
long
the
as it's
same
afloat.
stats
Captain
as
Woodward extends
the
his regards and has forwarded
SU-35
you
from
some
Ace
items he has
2.
recovered from the former captain's quarters. Most chiefly a bottle of
Meaning
whiskey.
no special weapons,
Stand by
limited
for your
height
next sortie.
ceiling, limited missiles, limited guns, no high G turns. I also wasn't able to use Shamrock to its fullest extent because you weren't able to order your Wingman in Ace 2. I did it on hard difficulty because that's the hardest difficulty in Ace 2. And I could only use the return line when I was completely out of ammo. Also, no checkpoints available. Never got to try out Ace Combat 6 360. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Ace Combat 6 is my favorite. It is the most overpowered Ace Combat mechanic-wise. But in my opinion, the gameplay is the best it's ever been. Has been A6. Anyway, um, TLDR, um, the mid or the Agayan fight in A6 on the Scarface challenge nearly broke me and made me not want to play A6 anymore. Nearly. I managed to beat it, but it was hard. The allies are among the strongest allies. That is correct. Um, the allied AI frequently get at least 20 to 30% of the kills. But unlike in Project Wingman, you get credit for their kills. Oh, yeah. I had to be given a handicap in order to complete it. I had to be given free control of Shamrock. Um, and Shamrock, if you think the Wingman AI for Pixie is good, Shamrock is a god because he can use weapons better than you can. You give him whatever plane and weapon you want. Like, for example, um, the Sparrow, he can fire and forget that. Yeah, lore-wise, Shamrock got a raw deal, very much so. And Sam Riegel, his voice actor, nailed that performance um, in Mission 14. But here's the funny thing: the Scarface plane doesn't have special weapons. Shamrock can still fire special weapons off that plane. Yes, Garuda team flies the Strike Eagle canonically. Although in Ace Combat, the Wizzo is just a dummy. The Wizzo doesn't exist. Because, canonically speaking, War Dog um, and the Rosgrees fly Tomcats. How do you think Blaze, Archers, and Edge's Wingman felt about ejecting over um, the Sarah's Ocean without ejection seats? It should have been, yeah. Sharon was like, PS1 gimmicks, fuck that. Exactly. But any beast. We're going to call the stream here. Um, tomorrow, um, we're doing Mass Effect Andromeda. Oh, it's definitely more story and voice work. That's why they didn't do it. Voice voice actors are expensive. But for Mass Effect Andromeda, we are going to finish clearing out EOS of the Ket to get it to 100% um, uh, viability. Um, Saturday, we're going to finish Halo 2 Anniversary. Sunday, we um, talked to Isabel in Last Light, and then start exploring the Shadow Curse lands on Baldur's Gate 3. Starting Monday next week, I'm not exactly sure when I'll be able to stream because Mama Raz has said she's available. We'll start to um, try and make it up to Costa de Raz for home improvement stuff. And I will not stream when Mama Raz is here. It's not that I don't trust you guys to behave. It's I don't trust Mama Raz not to say something that might be identifying. Um, So no stream while Mama Rez is here. I will keep you guys informed in the Discord. Um, if I'm able to stream Monday, which will probably be in the evening, um, it will be Final Fantasy X. We are about to start Operation Mihen, and then we'll continue on the path to Jose Temple. Wednesday evening, um, we'll be with the Floof crew back in Baldur's Gate 3 on the PlayStation. Um, we will be doing the Gauntlet of Shar and the Shadowfell. Thursday, or next week, Thursday, uh, probably evening shift. We will continue the American plane run in Project Wingman, starting with Clear Skies. Um, also, I still have a poll running in my Discord in the Ghost Eye channel. Um, it's pinned, and it regards the next Ace Combat run. It's Ace Combat 5 Carrier Run. I want you guys to tell me how you want me to handle playing that run, either campaign run, and just hand wave the fact that the F5 is not a carrier plane in the game, even though it is in real life, or go free mission so I can pick an actual carrier plane in the game. Um, we will be starting the carrier run after we finish the Project Wingman run. And if you're not already a part of my Discord, the link to Discord is in uh, on my stream description. Um, I think I can even post it in chat, maybe. Yeah, there it is. If you wish to join said Discord, I make all my stream announcements there and on the Twitters, um, but primarily Discord. Um, anyway, uh, oh, and thank you for the follow, Ross. I didn't see that. Um, but that will be the end of stream for today. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a good night, and I hope to see you tomorrow in Mass Effect Andromeda. Take care. Good night.